desk the next morning and bam, there it is. In all seriousness, I do wonder if someone wasn't just making Gunny's life miserable by slipping a new Ouija board.
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. You ever had it so good, you're just waiting for the hammer to fall, you know what I mean? Things are just moving along smoothly, you're just looking over your shoulder, just waiting for something to happen. I didn't want to get out of the way. Seth is competing today, and everybody go and show him some support. I've not seen his videos yet. Just finally got to sitting down. Some boys came by, cleared the garage out. I got rid of all the old equipment I'm not using anymore, and I don't know if you can see it. Well, I mean, it still needs to be straightened up and moved, but I'm going to redo the flooring, and we're going to set up a nice little training center now that I've got the room for it. So that'll be nice. I'm really serious about the fight training. We did. Well, I haven't technically. I haven't finalized the setup for this gym right down the street. It's Muay Thai. Went in there and looked, checked it out. Awesome place. A little pricey, but it's a legitimate UFC affiliated gym, and they train kids, so that'll be cool. If I can get my daughter interested. My wife wants her to join gymnastics, and I can't say that I disagree with her because I think that, well, you know, I'm going to leave it up to my daughter. That's what I'll do. That's the right thing to do, right? I want my daughter to fight. I think she's awesome. She's super talented, and with the proper coaching, she could really be something. But it's my daughter, and I gotta let her choose. You know, I can't live vicariously through my kids. You know what I mean? I'm getting back to the lifting training. I've had a couple weeks off. You know, every time I compete, I always say this is it. This is gonna be my last one, and I don't have anything planned for the immediate future. But I just don't think I have it in me to stop training, you know. Am I going to be going all out like I have been? No, I got to back off. So I'll be doing like a couple months of conditioning. Interesting thing, since I started doing this boxing training, I'm losing weight, which is what I wanted to do. But it's, how do I say it? It's interesting the way it's impacting my strength. In a lot of ways, it's for everyday strength, every day, like going to work, climbing upstairs, interacting with people, doing the things we do during the day. The training's way better, but it does definitely have an impact on the higher end. Today, you'll see, I went up to about, I don't know, 525, 535, somewhere in there, and just busted out a set of 3. And I'll tell you, it felt really heavy. I could have kept going, though, so I don't think I've lost a ton of strength, and I think if now that I'm getting back into it, I've had a couple weeks off, I'll pick that right back up, just like I always have. Look, I've competed how many times? I got so many medals, it's ridiculous. I had all my medals hanging on one of those wall speakers, and there were so many of them on there that it ripped the anchor out. And it's not a drywall anchor, it's screwed into the studs. So yeah, I've got a few medals. They don't really mean anything. Like I've been doing this a while, is all what I'm telling you. So getting back into that's not gonna be a problem. But it's super interesting, the boxing training. I feel like a novice. Well, I am a novice, but it's more than that. You just feel like you're bad at something, and I don't know, when you practice by yourself. When I practice by myself, I can convince myself that I'm decent and I know what I'm doing. But now that I'm starting to train with other people, I see right off the bat, man, I got some work to do. But here's the cool thing. I do have, I'm in a good spot. Like I have enough training behind me to where I don't have to, like, you know, I can kind of just jump right in and start going. And I'm having so much fun with it. God, I love it. I am loving my life. The house is coming together. The family's getting along. I love the kids. They're great. Grandma's in town. We're going to do Easter tomorrow. All that's reconnecting with old friends, reconnecting with new friends. Every time I go to a competition, I meet new people. All that's great. Where I'm struggling, and it's really super odd to me, is in my profession. You know, I started with this company. I've been getting close to a year now. It's about a year, And I've had no problems. I get along with everybody. I seem to have a niche that they really need filled. I feel like I've been super useful. The guys have been totally appreciative of my efforts. We've been working well together. But then something really strange happened. And the guys kind of warned me about this. And I didn't really listen. It's not that I didn't listen, I just didn't really put much into it. We're a smaller division of a bigger company. And I work for the company. You know what I mean? I'm a company man. So in my mind, I don't distinguish if the other company, if the other division comes to town and they need me to handle them in the field. I see no reason why I can't do that. But what I didn't realize is that bigger company comes with a very, very toxic environment. Like, these are the people that use each other, go behind each other's backs. They're very, they go over you, around you, and through you to get to that next level. And you can't really trust them. They're not, they're very pleasant to your face, but they'll stab you in the back as soon as they'll throw you under the bus if you make them look slightly bad. I found that out this week. I was under the illusion that I got along great with everybody, and even the guys in the field, even though it's the larger company here in Vegas, it's still the guys in Vegas doing the work. So I've known these guys for years. I don't have a problem with any of them. But I made a mistake. I made a little bit of a boo-boo, and it was easily rectified. A phone call to fix it. Totally easily, like my bad kind of situation. I think I'd said in a previous video that I messed up some paperwork, and they needed it there, and it was at my office, and they kind of threw me under the bus, but it was meant in a joking way. But it was in front of my boss, and he took it super serious. Like, he was really upset because I think in his mind he thought I was making him look bad. Like, I guess he wants to look perfect in front of these guys, no mistakes whatsoever. Now in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I got the stuff in my office, I'll just go get it, right? Just drive down there, pick it up, bring it back. What's the problem? No, man, it was like an ordeal. And then, it came down to like explanations as to like, why would you do that? Well, I've been driving around with this boxes of paperwork in the back of my truck for like 2 weeks, and it was to where I didn't have any room in my truck, and I needed to put it somewhere. And I told these guys, hey, I got all your stuff, but they didn't have a trailer moved into the job yet, so they need somewhere to put it too. So I'm holding on to all this stuff. I took it upon myself to bring it up to my office and organize it. When the day came that they did get their Connex box in, I only brought them the bare minimum. I thought that they would need to get started because I just figured they wouldn't want all that crap piled in the corner to kick around. I didn't know they had a system. They're not, the companies run differently. So my company, they really appreciate it when I only bring them what they need, and then if they ask for something, I'll go get it for them. No big deal. I live right by the office. I'm literally like 5 minutes from it. This company's a little different. They want all their stuff. They have a setup and a spot for it and a system, and I didn't know. But like, again, you would think, okay, so you didn't know. You can fix it, right? Real easy. Yeah. So is it going to be a problem moving forward? No. Well, here's where it gets weird. My boss didn't say anything to me. He didn't counsel me or, allude to any issues. He did kind of hint that he was concerned that I wouldn't be able to work with this company. Like, for some reason, he thinks that I don't know these guys or I have a problem with them, and I don't, not that I'm aware of. I don't think he talked to them, because if he did, I'm pretty sure they would say the same thing. But then behind my back, it got back to me that he was talking about me, and he was talking some pretty bad stuff. And I don't think he realizes that the guys he's talking to, I'm friends with. So they told me. And now I'm like, well, why wouldn't he just say this stuff to my face? Now I'm freaking out, and I'm going in my head like, what's going on? Why is he going after me like this? Like, I don't get it. Why wouldn't he just talk to me? Why is he talking to this guy? I'm friends with that guy. And I don't think he realizes how plugged in I am in this town. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's from out of town. He has no idea who my relationships are. So he's just talking to people, and they're just telling me. They immediately called me up and let me know. So now I'm thinking, like, what is this guy's end game? Like, it's not what happened or what he said. It's the fact that he wouldn't come to me with it. That's what concerns me. Like, why would he not just come to me? That and like, I was trying to get a good friend hired onto the company, and they interviewed that person, and he told me one thing, he told that person one thing, and he told another person another thing. So he's saying a bunch of different things to a bunch of different people, and it's not making a lot of sense to me. I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I have this tendency. I get to know somebody, and I think they're cool, and I let them in too easily. You know, I'm quick to make friends with people, and then next thing you know, the wives are hanging out. We're going out to dinner. We're having a good time, and I get to thinking, I've got a new friend. And I keep doing this. This is something I keep doing. I have to, like, stop it. It's not that I shouldn't get close to people or let them in, but I got to remember, like, you don't know these people. You haven't worked with them for years. You don't have a rapport built. You got to settle down with the letting people in your life, because I keep doing it over and over again. I did it with my trainer. I'm doing it with my boss. I'm doing it with coworkers I haven't met. I'm just like the guy that's like, hey, we're best friends now. Want to come over and hang out? And, you know, what happens is I'll let them in my life, and I'll tell them personal information about myself, thinking we're close. And then I find out we are not close at all. This person does not have my best interest in mind. This person will stab me in the back the second I turn around. And now he knows a bunch of personal information about me that I would have rather kept to myself had I known. I don't tell everybody everything about my life, but I felt like I was kind of close to this person, and it's really bumming me out. I got to stop doing this. I have to stop letting people into my life to the point where I think we're close, and then find out that we're not close at all. You know, it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer when you find that out about somebody. It's got me really bummed out. I don't even know if I should really even be sharing this with you guys, but this is me, man. This is my channel. This is what I'm about. I'm about open and honesty, and about the things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, and how we confront them and how we fix them. I talked to my guys at work. They said, hey, buddy, we got your back. You just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head down and just back away. Just let it happen. You know, in the end, people will show who they really are, and you just keep doing what you're doing. And if you do a good job, it'll all sort itself out. So, as bummed out as I am about the whole thing, I'm just going to keep my head down, and I'm just going to do what I do. I take the same approach to my family. I take the same approach to work, and I take the same approach to lifting, and I take the same approach to life. You get knocked down, you get back up, and you just try again. Keep swinging, baby. What do they say? What's the saying? You kick at the darkness until it bleeds daylight. And that's what we're doing. I don't know. I hope you guys are having a really awesome Easter. In the background, you got I'm showing off training that I had, and it was a lot of fun. But I'm really, really bad. But pretty soon, I won't be the world's worst kickboxer. I'll be one of the world's worst. I'll get upgraded a little bit, promoted, if you will. Other than that, man, I'm having a good time. I hope you guys have a good holiday weekend. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the battlefield.